What's up guys, my name is Devin, also known as FBE, and welcome back to another episode of Footballrs. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the best equipment and accessories for defensive backs. So this video is for all you corners and safeties out there. What we did to put together this list is we took a look at some of our past reviews, kind of figured out what works for DBs, what doesn't, and then we also took a look at NFL players, kind of checked out what gear they were wearing, and made this list for you guys. In these videos, we like to start things off with the head, so that means we're going to start with the helmet. Now for DBs, there's about 2 to 3 main helmets that we see defensive backs wear. The first one is the most popular helmet in football, the Riddell SpeedFlex. In case you guys are living under a rock, the SpeedFlex is super popular and the most loved helmet on the market currently. Not only does the SpeedFlex boast a beautiful modern design, it is also one of the safest helmets in football, scoring a perfect 5 out of 5 stars on the Virginia Tech helmet rating scale. The SpeedFlex is designed to flex, hence the name SpeedFlex. This panel right here on the front that you guys see, the shell and the actual face mask all flex to absorb contact and keep your head safe. This is an excellent choice for DBs. It's worn by guys like Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard, Jair Alexander. Lots of DBs are rocking this helmet. If you guys are interested in getting your own Riddell SpeedFlex, they're about $455 from Green Gridiron, which is linked in the description. Just something to keep in mind as you guys watch this video. Every single product we talk about will be linked below, so you guys can check it out, buy it right there. We make it really easy and convenient for you guys, so definitely utilize that. Now, the second most popular and best helmet for DBs, in my opinion, is the Schutt F7. The helmet is super duper comfy, it's more low profile and lightweight than the Riddell SpeedFlex. So often DBs are all about speed, all about lightness, and if you guys are that kind of DB, I think this helmet is the perfect choice for you because, like I said, it's really light, it's really low profile, and you don't really feel it as heavy on your head as you do the Riddell SpeedFlex. The F7 is worn by guys like AJ Terrell, Stephon Gilmore, Denzel Ward, and Javon Holland, and it looks pretty sweet. If you guys do want to grab an F7, they're about $445 from Green Gridiron. Again, it's linked in the description for you guys. Now, the final helmet I want to talk about is still worn by a lot of NFL DBs. It's going to be controversial with some of you guys, especially the younger guys, and that helmet is going to be the amazing Schutt Air XP, also known as the egg, the bucket, etc. Now, say what you want about the Air XP, but in my personal opinion, it is the coldest look for any DB in the game. So the actual shell of the helmet might be outdated, but the actual inside padding, Schutt has been updating it, so it's still a safe helmet, and it's one of the lightest on the market. It's so light. I hated seeing Jalen Ramsey switch out of the XP, but it's still worn by guys like Trayvon Diggs, JC Jackson, Joe Hayden, Trey White, and Marcus Peters. Now, unfortunately, right now, Schutt only has one helmet available on the market, so I couldn't find any XPs for sale, but keep an eye out. If you can find one, grab it. These things are sweet. Now that we've gone through some helmets, we got to pick face masks for them. The face mask I'm going to recommend for all you SpeedFlex DBs is going to be the SF-2EG-SW face mask. This is a pretty standard face mask. It just has eye bars, which are perfect for a DB. It looks awesome. I don't know what it is, but eye guards on a defensive back is an iconic look. I don't know if it's because of Deion Sanders or Sean Taylor or what, but it looks so right on a DB. Even with these eye guards, you're still gonna have plenty of vision to track the ball in the air, and those eye bars are gonna give you a little bit more protection and a lot more swag. Some guys wearing this SpeedFlex face mask are Jalen Ramsey, Buda Baker, and Antoine Winfield. If you guys are interested in this face mask, you guys can grab it from Green Gridiron for about $90. Now, the face mask I recommend for all you F7 guys out there is going to be the F7-VTD-EGOP. Again, eye guards are a super clean look, especially with Schutt helmets. For me, I always think a Schutt helmet with eye guards looks incredible, and that's why I have it on my F7 right here. And this is just a sweet look. You guys can't tell me differently. Javon Holland, Stephon Gilmore, and AJ Terrell are all rocking this face mask. It looks great. Now, if you want to get this face mask, Green Gridiron has a couple different variations ranging from $50 to $150. The next piece to this elite helmet setup is going to be a visor. Now, I think it's fair to say that DB is the swaggiest position in football. All you wide receivers, running backs, quarterbacks, whatever, argue me in the comments. I don't care. But that means you guys love your visors. Visors are a great way to upgrade your swag factor, and they also help protect you from debris, fingers, dirt, dust, whatever. There are 2 visors that I seem to recommend to everybody, and that's going to be the Shock 2.0 and then the Oakley Pro Visor. The Shock 2.0 is what I have on both my SpeedFlex and the F7. They look great, and they also fit these helmets absolutely perfectly. If you guys want to get one, they're about $45 on Shock's website, linked in the description. Now, like I said, my other visor that I tend to recommend is the Oakley Pro Visor. These Oakley Pro Visors are the most common visors in the NFL because the NFL does have a contract with Oakley, making them the official optics provider of the NFL. These visors also fit the F7 and the SpeedFlex perfectly, and they come in a ton of really cool colorways. Derwin James, Jalen Ramsey, Trayvon Diggs, your favorite DB probably wears an Oakley visor on game day. You guys can grab an Oakley visor from Green Gridiron for about $70. Some are $50, some are $90. 70 is kind of the average, so check them out.
Guys, support for this series is brought to you by Manscape, the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Guys, I picked up the performance package for myself, and it comes with a lot of fantastic products inside. In this package, you'll find the Lawnmower 4.0, the Weed Whacker nose and ear trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, ball toner, performance boxer briefs, and this sick travel bag to keep it all stored in. Now, if you're like me in the football season, you tape your wrists and you do a full tape on your ankles, and if you're really hairy, a lot of that hair gets ripped off every single week and it can be super painful. Well, instead of going through that, just using Lawnmower 4.0, take a little bit of that bulk out, maybe even go bald if you want for the football season, and that is a fantastic way to help reduce some of that pain. I promise you, you will thank me come football season. Guys, it's time to start taking care of yourself. Go to manscape.com and use code touchdown20 at checkout for 20% off your entire order plus free worldwide shipping. Again, that's 20% off with code touchdown20 at checkout, including 20% off and free worldwide shipping. It'll be the first link in the description down below. All right, back to the video.
So the next minor but key accessory to the helmet setup is going to be a mouth guard. Now, as a DB, you guys can pretty much wear whatever mouth guard you want. Obviously, mouth guards are designed to help protect your teeth and mouth, so I do suggest you guys get one from a reputable brand. Maybe don't use the one that they issue you when you first sign up for football. Those ones are pretty bad. Now, personally, I think that lip guard mouth guards are the best option for DBs. In my mind, I can just picture Jalen Ramsey running all over the field with his hanging all over the place. So I do recommend that you actually put it in your mouth and use it. But they look cool regardless. There are tons of really cool options out there, but some of my favorites are VetX, Battle, Shock Doctor, Next Trend, and Louder. We see most guys, including Jalen Ramsey, use VetX, but then guys like Derwin James occasionally wear Shock Doctor. These lip guard mouth guards typically range from $10 to $30, so check out some of the options that I put in the description. Now, the final piece to an elite helmet setup is going to be a chin strap. Now, a chin strap is a piece of equipment that is often overlooked, but I do strongly recommend Sportstar chin straps. These chin straps are the most popular in the NFL, and they are also the safest and most comfortable. Their medical grade is super cozy. It's supposed to help with that terrible chin acne, and they're actually scientifically proven to absorb more contact than your stock chin strap. Xavier Howard and Jalen Ramsey are both wearing the Sportstar Victory T-Rex Hurricane chin strap, so clearly it's a great chin strap for DBs. You guys can buy your own Sportstar Victory T-Rex Hurricane chin strap from Green Gridiron for about 35 bucks. Now, as we continue to make our way down, it's time to talk about shoulder pads. Now, for shoulder pads, I don't really do a lot of personal testing, but I have noticed two pairs of shoulder pads that seem to be very popular around the league. The first set is going to be the X-Tech X2 shoulder pads. These shoulder pads are super light, low-key, and they allow for plenty of range of motion, which allows you guys to react to the football and make plays. Guys like JC Jackson and the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, both wear these shoulder pads. Now, if you want to grab some, they're a little bit pricey. They're going to cost you $535, which is almost as much as the SpeedFlex and F7. Now, the other pair of shoulder pads that I was surprised to see was pretty popular in the NFL is the 2-in-1 shoulder pads. Formerly known as the Russell Carbon Tech shoulder pads, the 2-in-1 shoulder pads are exactly what the name says, 2-in-1. So you have a vest and a carbon fiber shell that go together and make a single pair of shoulder pads. These shoulder pads are super duper light, they're super duper low key, they're worn by guys like Jalen Ramsey and Trayvon Diggs. Now, if you guys want these, they're somehow even more expensive than the X-Tech shoulder pads. These will run you $775. Which makes them the most expensive shoulder pads I've ever seen. Now, to go along with the shoulder pads, I do recommend that DBs wear a backplate. A backplate is simply an accessory I would recommend for every single position on the field. It never hurts to have that little bit of added protection to help protect your lower back. Now, for backplates, in my mind, they're all pretty similar. They're just kind of a soft piece with a plastic outer part to help protect the lower back. But the NFL guys typically wear one that matches their shoulder pads. So if they have X-Tech shoulder pads, they're likely to wear an X-Tech backplate. But obviously, you guys don't have to do that. There's tons of options out there from Battle, Shock Doctor, Riddell, Shut. So get what you like. There's really cool designs out there. They're about $30-ish, sometimes more, sometimes less. We'll link some options in the description. So next up, completely optional, and that's going to be arm accessories. So arm accessories are obviously not necessary, but it's a good way to stand out, kind of do your own thing. There's a lot of really cool options out there, a lot of different styles that guys roll with. Like I said earlier, DBs are the swaggiest position in football, so they're constantly mixing it up. We've seen guys wear arm sleeves, turf tape, baggy long sleeves, or sweatbands, bicep bands, whatever you guys want to roll with. Make it unique, do your own thing, stand out from everybody else. In the description, I'll leave some links to some cool arm sleeve accessories you guys can rock, check out. Now it's time to talk about gloves. Now, a must-have accessory for all you DBs out there is going to be a good pair of football gloves. DBs are kind of notorious for being wide receivers who didn't have hands, so they had to make the switch to DBs. But these gloves are going to help you catch the football and help you hang on to it. If you guys have watched our videos, you guys know I constantly recommend the Nike VaporJet 6.0. It is my favorite receiver glove by far, and it is my #1 option for DBs. These gloves are the most popular glove in the NFL. They're super sticky, they fit good, and they look incredible. These are the same gloves worn by guys like Derwin James, Kevin Byard, and Byron Murphy. You guys can usually grab these gloves off Eastbay for about $45, unless they've moved on to the VaporJet 7, which we have yet to review for you guys, but I'm sure they're just as good. Now, the next glove option is a padded receiver glove for the hard-hitting safeties or just guys who like a little bit of extra protection on their hands. This other glove is going to be the Nike Superbad 6.0. These are the latest padded receiver glove from Nike. They're going to have the same super sticky Nike Magna Grip palms and then a little bit of protection on the back of your fingers. These gloves look great. They're worn by guys like Justin Simmons, Tyrann Mathieu, and Jamal Adams. Well, technically, Tyrann Mathieu and Jamal Adams are wearing the Jordan version, but it's the same glove. Now, if you guys want to get the Nike Superbad 6.0, they're about $55 on Eastbay's website. Now, the final glove, if you guys aren't rolling with Nike, is going to be the Adidas Adizero 11.0. These are another great receiver option for you DBs. They're going to help you catch the football. They look really sharp. They come in tons of cool colorways. These are the gloves worn by Jalen Ramsey, the best corner in football. If you guys want the Adidas Adizero 11.0, they're also going to cost about $45. Same price as the VaporJet. Now we finally made it all the way to the bottom. It's time to talk about cleats. For DBs, you guys are going to want something lightweight with plenty of traction so you guys can keep up with the wide receivers and follow them on those crazy intricate routes that they run. The first option I've come up with is technically 3, and that's going to be the Nike Vapor Edge 360 line. So the 360 Speed, 360 Pro, and the 360 Elite. These cleats are light, comfortable, they look amazing, and they have some of the best traction on the market. This edge plate is outstanding. If any of you guys have worn it, you guys know what I'm talking about. Some NFL guys in the edge line, we've got Kevin Byard, Jesse Bates, Jeremy Chin, and Javon Holland. If you guys want the Speed, they're $95 on Nike, but there's like no sizes left. The Pros are $120 on Eastbay, and then the Elites are $200 on Eastbay. Now, if you guys aren't feeling the Nike cleats, I do have a second option for you guys, and that's going to be the Adidas Adizero 11.0 and the 11.0 SK Prime Knit. These cleats are super lightweight, and this new updated traction plate has these awesome triangle studs that are going to help you run with wide receivers and keep up with them. These cleats also come in tons of colorways, tons of designs to help you match whatever your team is. We see guys like Jalen Ramsey, JC Jackson, and Juan Thornhill wearing versions of the Adidas Adizero 11.0. You guys can get the Adidas Adizero 11.0 for $120 or the SK Prime Knit version for $150. Link in the description. There you guys have it. There is the best equipment and accessories for defensive backs, cornerbacks, safeties. Leave a comment below. Let me know how I did. Let me know what equipment you guys like. My name is Devin, also known as FBE, and thank you guys for watching another episode of Footballrs.